Hi guys, welcome back to Rancho Magnolia. I'm going to talk about reasons why you should invest in land as opposed to investing in a house. So why should you buy land instead of a house? Well, land is, in most cases, raw land is a little bit less expensive than buying a house. The last 2 years, the prices of houses have been really skyrocketing. According to Zillow, home prices in Texas have gone up 20%, actually 20.9% in just 1 year. Look at this. Imagine 271 for a middle price tier of homes. That's median size houses. So let's look at this chart. When you look at 2013 as opposed to 2021, we are like over 100,000 in a home. That's a lot of money, just to look at this. Almost 300 for the same prices, which was less than 170 5 years ago. So the prices have been going really high the last 2 years. So for us, what we did, we actually wanted to buy a house, but then we looked at different options and we saw that buying land would be a better option for us. For example, give an example of spending $250,000 on a house as opposed to buying 18 acres, as opposed to buying 20 acres, as opposed to buying 10 acres, depending on where you buy from. So you have more room for your family to grow and more room for you to do a lot of things as opposed to buying a house in a community. When you look at it, like, why pay $250 for a quarter an acre when you can pay the same and own your 18 acres of land? So that's what for us we considered. We put that into consideration. It was pretty much the same amount of money for us to buy 18 acres as opposed to buying 14 square feet of a house or 18 square feet of a house for the same price. Since for us we already own a house, we decided to invest in land. Another reason why to consider buying land is restrictions. If you get the right land where there is no restrictions at all, it's very, very good because you get to do whatever you want to do with your land, as opposed to buying a house where you're restricted. You're restricted what color you paint your house. You're restricted basically what attachments you put or you include, like whatever developments you want to add into your house, you have to go through HOA. I know there are some lands which are restricted, but if you find the right one which has no restrictions, you can enjoy and put in whatever structure you want, as opposed to buying a house where you cannot paint the color you want, you cannot paint, you cannot add your driveway. Basically, people are telling you what to do with your own property, and normally it's not cheap. It's always really expensive buying those houses, but yet they give you all these restrictions. Another reason why you should consider investing in land is that less maintenance. Land is very low maintenance as opposed to buying a house. With land, you can buy your land and basically leave it sit there for the next 20 years, and you're able to sell for way more than what you paid for, and yet you did not really do anything, like no investments you put in it. For example, you can buy your raw land and you sell it in 20 years for way more than what you paid for, and without doing any improvements. So with land, you don't even have to do improvements, and yet the prices keep going up, as opposed to buying a house. With a house, things are always gonna break. You know, if this is like a rental property, you know, the renter is gonna call you, oh, this is broken, or the kitchen needs fixing, and the bathroom, you know, every little things you're gonna fix in a house. Say for example, you buy your land and just, you know, like clear the road like we did. That automatically increases the value of your property. And land, you do not have to pay for insurance, you do not have to pay for flood. So that's other expenses that you do not need to incur. The next thing is taxes. Taxes are way cheaper in if you buy land as opposed to buying a house, because it's, especially if you buy land which is undeveloped. With undeveloped, I mean like there is no a house built on it, and it's basically just raw land. So the taxes are normally not as much as when you buy a house. With land, you can buy and have, if you have some pine, you have some trees there, you can actually apply for timber exemption, or you can apply for agricultural exemption. So once you apply for that, you do not have to pay a whole lot of taxes in it. You know, for this property, the previous owner actually had timber exemption, and we do intend to keep that. And the taxes are only like $100, so that's pretty good, as opposed to paying $4,000. So taxes are a lot cheaper in land as opposed to houses. So everyone out there, invest in land. Invest in land. Oh man, there are so many ants here. I love coming out and just hanging out here, but with all this mess now, I'm gonna have to clean it, to wash it. Let me see. Well, this is gray hair, this is snow. Oh my goodness. So gray hair. Let me see, how many gray hair do I have? Can I count? Probably not. That's a lot. Like 5. Gray hair. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up, and click the bell button so that you are notified each time we post a new video. Please also consider subscribing to our channel so that you don't miss out on our next video. All right, thank you.